WrestlingInc.com, the #1 place for your wrestling news every single day of the week. Go check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, share, and comment on the video. He's Drew Springsteen. I am Justin LeBar. We are in Point Park University's beautiful studios here in downtown Pittsburgh. Exciting week. Royal Rumble getting closer. We hope you're enjoying this bench playlist of CSR. Drew, so let's get into the rest of the matches we have here. Of course, encouraging you to play WrestleRumble.com. Make your bets on who is going to win. And, of course, you could win some fun prizes and some great money. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan up against the Bars. This is where the dissension begins for the unusual pairing of Jordan and Rollins.
I say yes, it continues because there's already been rifts, but I don't think they lose the titles. I think they continue this interesting storyline where Seth Rollins is just annoyed, pissed off with Jason Jordan at every avenue, and Jason Jordan, they still win matches, but he's still kind of finding ways, you know, get Seth in a singles match, do all these things, and like being really a pest, and them still winning and defending the titles.
Who's going to get more crap from the Philadelphia crowd, Jason Jordan or Roman Reigns?
I think Roman Reigns still, because they're still sour from Rumble 2015. Yeah. And I think at this point they might warm up to Jason Jordan a little bit more because his character is fun, although annoying in nature.
Yeah, I'm going to say Rollins and Jordan do hang on to the titles here.
Do you think there's a rift with them? Do you think, you asked me that, do you think they're going to continue that? Or?
Well, I think we'll see the rift probably in the Rumble match. I could see the interaction. I can see the interaction there. I can see Jason Jordan throwing Rollins over.
Which would be huge.
Right.
Huge.
Because Rollins is going to be a favorite, of course, to try to, you know, it's going to be, we'll talk about in a second, it's going to be the anybody but Roman campaign for the most part. Rollins obviously will be a huge favorite. Yep. And, you know, Jordan spoiling that will, you know, garner more what they want from the Olympic gold medalist son. All right, here we go. Championship match. Seeing once more this chess match of these three guys. You got Brock Lesnar defending up against Kane against Braun for the title. Second time we've seen Brock and Braun in a match in the last, 5 months. Braun could be protected, but Braun could win. What could happen here?
I think Kane takes the pinfall. I think Braun dominates the whole match, but somehow Brock sneaks in there and takes Braun out with one big move, maybe through the announce table or something like that. And then it's down to Brock and Kane, and Brock gets the win. I think Brock is slated to be the champion going into WrestleMania against probably Roman Reigns, but see what happens.
As much as I enjoy Braun Strowman, unfortunately he's had such the dominant edge in all the build-up.
And it's the timing, too. It's unfair. He's had this big run, but Brock has been the champion, and the plans could have already been in motion.
Right.
Timing's not off.
You know, Braun's had the upper hand literally every single week, from pulling the scaffolding down to slamming these guys to the table. So that usually means when a guy has that much upper hand, you know, obviously they're trying to keep a stock high, but he's not going to walk out the win. As you said, he could be protected by Kane taking the pinfall. There'd be no logical reason to have Braun take a pinfall here if he's going to be the one that loses. So yes, Brock likely holds on to the title. They've kept the title on Brock for this long. Obviously, Vince determined to have Brock go into Mania as the champion. But against two, and this is where the Royal Rumble comes into play. Philadelphia crowd had the Rumble just recently. WWE's had a bad string of Rumbles, leaving people leaving at least the vocal masses very unhappy.
They've been predictable.
Really coming back to Pittsburgh here in 2014 is really what started the true sour trend. When it was CM Punk's last match, Daniel Bryan didn't show up. Rey Mysterio gets booed. Who would have thought you'd hear that?
Great. Fantastic.
It's anybody but Roman campaign.
Yep. Who do you think takes it? Who's your final four? Let's do that. Who's your final four?
I think you got to have a Roman in there. I think a Jason Jordan in there would be I think for a young guy like him, that would be a great spot. You know, I could see a guy like an Elias. I mean, you know, we didn't talk about this in our Raw 25 talk, but Elias really shined.
Yep, definitely.
So, I mean, I could see a guy like Elias being the Iron Man on this one, maybe starting early so he could do his guitar bit at the beginning, make it to the end. I know right now I'm all on the Raw superstars right here.
Yeah.
You know, you could throw an Orton, you could throw a Shinsuke. I just had the feeling that I have a feeling that Braun's going to come into this match. I know, and look, I got into this with JD from New York on social media. I am old school in the sense of if a guy's in a title match earlier, he shouldn't be in the Rumble later. But this is Braun Strowman. I think it would be very, very appropriate for Braun to attack somebody backstage, Kurt Hawkins or somebody, steal his, the ball that has the number. Because they do the raffle.
He could just take the entire thing.
He could.
Just walk down the ring.
But it would be very appropriate for Braun to attack somebody backstage, and then just enter himself. That would be very Braun Strowman-like. And obviously, if he comes in, he's got to last. It's tough because the Raw roster is thriving with Jason Jordan. You figure he's gonna have a big match, probably against Kurt. Guys like Seth Rollins, Roman, Braun, Elias thriving and rising up. But you need to have SmackDown's got to have some love. I don't know. I just
my thinking.
You got the John Cena factor.
Exactly.
Does the Undertaker show up?
I think there's an outside chance of how would we get Braun out of the title match? Maybe if Undertaker comes in and takes him out to avenge Kane in some way. Maybe that's an outside thing I've been thinking about. But my final four would be Roman Reigns, John Cena, Elias, and Nakamura. Now, I think the main plan here is to get Nakamura and AJ Styles and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at Mania. Now, to swerve everybody, just to not make everybody upset the Rumble, I think you have Reigns get his title shot at like a Fastlane or whatever before then you have that opening for Nakamura to win the Rumble. That's who I'm going with.
Well, that's true. I mean, the Elimination Chamber is in late February. That's a Raw event, so that tends to make people think that, okay, it's going to be SmackDown's going to win if Raw's going to have the Chamber. But not necessarily, because SmackDown also has Fastlane, and they do different things to manipulate.
I'm just saying I think that it'd be better, and WWE thinks that it'd be better to leave a better taste in everybody's mouth by giving it to someone that's not Roman, and Roman still slide into that Universal title match.
You know what they could do? If they want to avoid having deja vu and just having Roman win and the boos.
Again.
Again, because Raw has the Chamber, that leaves open, if they feel like they give everybody else enough throughout the show, whether it's Ronda Rousey's or whatever else, there would be ability to have a Brett Lex 94 finish. Have something that's screwy. Maybe it's not two guys. Maybe three guys all go out at the same time. But they've never done that, I don't believe. They've done the two thing. They've never done the three. But that would then gives a piece of the pie to everybody. Whether Braun comes back in, whether it's Roman and Cena, whatever, because we don't really know what brand Cena's on anyways. He's a free agent, as they refer to him as.
Yeah.
So you could have two or three guys go out all together, and that sets up the Chamber, obviously. So I don't know. I hope that WWE is smart enough to, even if they're committed to having Reigns at WrestleMania, you could still get Reigns to WrestleMania against Brock, but let the Rumble end differently.
That's what I said.
Let the Rumble
That's exactly my point.
Just let it end differently.
Have someone else do it, and then Roman can still have his match.
Let the Rumble end differently. Well, we'll see. I mean, as Triple H kept remarking in the conference call, he feels very excited about this enthused crowd because they're already going to be excited about the Super Bowl a week later. So we'll see if that enthusiastic.
I can't wait till they deflate it before the Super Bowl comes.
We'll see what happens. Well, I hope you enjoyed all the videos. Go back and check any of them you missed out. We'll, of course, be live tweeting all through the night at Juicy Steen, at Justin LeBar. It's going to be a lot to talk about. Again, playwrestlerumble.com. Good luck. We'll be back next week here on Wrestling Inc.
One thing straight, guys, the only championship that's changing hands is the championship title is going to We Are the Bar. Sheamus and Cesaro regaining those tag team championships. But the men's Royal Rumble match always comes with intrigue, always comes with controversy. Past has really banked on more of their established guys to win the Royal Rumble. Whether it was Batista or whether it was Roman Reigns in 2015 back in Philadelphia, he wasn't yet established, but he was the guy that they all knew and loved. We've seen Jericho come very close but not win it. We've seen Randy Orton win it twice. But this year's Royal Rumble is a chance for WWE to do something different. They have to give this Royal Rumble win to Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura is still one of the guys that people love to see. You want to see Nakamura succeed. You want to see Nakamura in a big storyline. And whenever you have a guy who's limited like Asuka, and I talked about that earlier this week, Asuka had a little bit of a language barrier problem. It's even more so for Nakamura. So what do? Give Nakamura and Nakamura's fans their dream match that they want. Styles versus Nakamura at WrestleMania. You know you're going to have the nostalgia of a Triple H match. You know you're going to have the Universal Championship match potentially be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. So give the fans in Philadelphia something that they can go home happy with. Scene that happened a few years ago in that very same building. If I'm WWE, I need to know that if Daniel Bryan's not clear, and if Daniel Bryan's not going to be in the championship match at WrestleMania, which we don't even know if he's ready to be cleared to wrestle yet, you got to go with Shinsuke Nakamura. The king of strong style, the artist, whatever you want to call him. Forget the limitations he has on the mic, because AJ Styles in a storyline that can move into WrestleMania 34 is all that the doctor ordered. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. That'll do it. At Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. Enjoy Royal Rumble weekend. Find me in Philly, baby. I'm there all weekend.